Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of February 2017, and we're briefly summarising the LBMA's 2017 Gold and Silver Price Outlook Report. The LBMA, or London Bullion Market Association, is an international trade association representing the London market for gold and silver bullion, which has a global client base. This includes the majority of the gold-holding central banks, private sector investors, mining companies, producers, refiners, and fabricators. They have recently published their gold and silver forecast for 2017, in which its forecast contributors predict that the gold price will average $1,244 an ounce in 2017, 5.3% higher than the first half of January 2017, but broadly in line with the actual average prices in 2016. The analyst who scooped first prize in the 2016 forecast, Joni Teves, is the most bullish, forecasting an average price of $1,350 an ounce, whilst Bernard Dahdah, who claimed first prize for palladium in the 2016 survey, is the most bearish, with his average forecast of $1,110 per ounce. We are now quoting directly from the report. Quote, 2017 will certainly be an eventful and unpredictable year, given the high degree of geopolitical uncertainty. With a more nationalistic US president in residence and the indications that the UK will pursue a hard Brexit in its negotiations with the EU. There is also the prospect of further uncertainty with elections to be held later in 2017 in both France and Germany, as well as the potential for tensions between the US and China. Analysts are predicting that the gold price will trade in an average range of $1,101 an ounce to $1,379 an ounce. Greater uncertainty should prove positive for gold, as could higher inflation, if the new US administration adopts reflationary policies. On the downside are the anticipated 3 US rate hikes in 2017, a stronger US currency and rising stock prices, as well as continued weak demand from both China and India. Analysts are marginally more optimistic about the prospects for silver prices in 2017. They forecast that the price will increase by 7.1% to an average of $17.77 an ounce, with prices expected to trade in an average range of $15.13 an ounce to $20.66 an ounce. On the upside, analysts cite geopolitical uncertainty and a stronger economic outlook, boosting industrial demand, which accounts for more than half of physical consumption. Of new solar plants, especially in China, is likely to boost demand from the photovoltaic industry. Negative influences on the silver price include the potential for higher Fed rates and yields, the risk of the Trump administration pursuing a damaging trade policy, as well as potential for a drag on prices, given that silver comes into 2017 still burdened with a relatively large speculative overhang from both the ETF and the futures markets." Unquote. So, the LBMA is positive gold and silver, and especially silver. Those who have followed our videos will know that we too predict silver will have a better return in 2017 than gold. Our calculations differ slightly from the LBMA, however, but we will admit that the rest of this month may indeed see gold and silver prices rise further, with gold currently standing at $1,233 an ounce and silver at $17.71 an ounce. $1,300 gold and $18 silver is now within short-term reach, as paper traders with their technical analysis hats on are already expecting silver to rise rapidly to $18.50 and gold to breach the $1,300 mark. We shall be providing our gold and silver price forecast for the year before the end of February, once all of Trump's cabinet members are in place and we see the policy agendas. Meanwhile, suffice to say that at present, and viewing the short term, there certainly appears to be a floor now based for silver at $17 an ounce and gold at $1,200 an ounce, though quite frankly, we do see these levels being breached lower later in the year. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumb up and share it on Twitter. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe as a free member for regular email updates and offers. Our Facebook page, which is updated daily, can be found at facebook.com/illuminatisilver. Disclaimer. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.